Many thanks for your company. It's day 2 of the sit-down strike by workers of the Metro Mass Transit Company. The workers on Wednesday started an industrial action to press on their demands for better working conditions. They also asked that the current managing director is sacked. Derek Akosam is at the premises and joins us with some details. But earlier, before he joins us, a board chairman of the MMT, Ahmed Arthur, downplayed claims by some workers of the company that the board has approved the purchase of a 2017 Toyota Land Cruiser V8 for the managing director of the company. The workers alleged the company is purchasing the official vehicle when over 100 of the company's buses needing repair have not been attended to. But speaking to Joy News' Maxwell Agbagba shortly after a marathon meeting with the union members, the board chairman Ahmed Arthur denied the allegations.
So you've been trying to address this work. A lot of them are still aggrieved. Is that even when you speak to them, they were heckling you. What do you make here right now?
Yes, that they misinformed. And the main issue upon which they are demonstrating, there's no evidence to support it. We have met with the union leaders. We have discussed the issues at hand, and the issues that they brought on board, we've been able to explain it to them. And so there's no cause for worry.
But are you able to give us those explanations? Because they say that the board has actually approved for a 2017 V8.
We have not approved the purchase of any V8 now. We haven't. And we haven't bought the letter they brought. They claimed that we have bought, they made a categorical statement that we have bought a V8 for the MD. And we have proven to them that we have not bought any V8 for the MD. He's using his own private car.
But you made some concessions that you've had some discussions about the purchase of the V8.
The MD doesn't have a car, and so there's the need for us to get him a car. But we have shelved that particular purchase because the company is not in a good position to buy a car for the MD. So for the meantime, he's using his private car. The arrangement is in place, and I believe that probably by December, we can get in some buses. And so when the buses come into, it takes some time to get them prepared and route them. And so we are looking at the buses working from January. And the fact that buses have come in and they've started work doesn't mean the fortunes of the company has changed. It will take a process to change the fortunes of the company.
So how many buses?
Oh, we need a lot of buses. I can't really say on top. No.
They made some talks about their sleeper allowances. They talked about their holiday allowances, which are all in arrears. They say you've not made payments in that regard. The last straw that broke the camel's back is this car issue. So what are you saying about the other allowances that they say are in arrears?
It's because the company doesn't have money. And so, of course, we owe a few statutory payments that we are supposed to make. And their sleeper allowance, it is true, it is in arrears, but this is the first time it is even coming to my attention. And so we'll make sure that very soon we address that.
How soon is it going to be?
Oh, management will be meeting on Monday. So when we meet, it will be one of the issues that we will discuss to ensure that, because those who are working for the company, they are the engine of the company. And we have to do everything possible to ensure that we also satisfy them.
Now, you're speaking also about the issue of the 2 MDs. You're talking about the hiring of the consultant. Maybe you want to throw more light on that for us also.
Oh, the consultant came in before the 2 deputies came in. And the consultant will be exiting.
Let's now take you live to the head office of the Metro Mass Transit Company. My colleague Derek Akosam is there for us. Hello, Echo.
I said Tuesday. General Secretary, and I'm called Baraka. Let you ready. Yachama. And to purpose Division Secretary, so one near Becassa, a crowd workers Becassa. Or one near Becassa. When your press statement. Masa to aso de to aso kasa. Eti
kwaso na kasa na ja wo mu sam fu no mu di wo no.
Pacho. Enye to kwasem. Me pacho enye to kwasem. Enye to kwasem ye ka. Joboy! Ese ye wa se. Ni abanya ese mu. Ye nyina ye mra fam. Ye me akoma mra fam. Ye me akoma mra fam. Ye nese be kontokwa. Na ye ni yem ni epe. That's right. Ye ntio mampanyine egufu adona ye ntia wo. Ye ndi akase. Opanyine bi obebe bia. Sofi party ufu party bi e de be adwuma. Ni ese be ye adwuma. Ama ye nso nya aduana ama ye busua. Nipa da ne yen. Nsa aban wo na bebo, ni papa ni epe. Ba ne me kwose ye ne nye ho. Nti estro mampanyine se, mani nye na adwe se, ye bibi atia no, pamochew. Ye ntio mampanyine. Bejuma fo ya bre. Ejuma fo ya bre. Ya bre. Ya suma che. Ya suma che pa. Aya ne mu ka sei. Nye kanu. Aya yem sise. Yem se do man no. O man ye ya man. Nye yem se betuma ye asoma man ye no. So be beto ne ka dem a yen ka so be ma obi nto ne ka nem. Yes. By your conditions a womb. Yes. Yen ba sina park guoi. Mamba mo hwe ground sa hwe ba se sumo. Inya se ni scare better spare pass. What can say personal insurance ayaye? Yentua. Me pay abese yentim mfanto ho. E da chi bi asem bi ba. Akwa gidi aye me de twatwa me ho. Yentua. Yeti ba yentua. Na sini nyina chi na efise adwuma na hoɔden aba fam. Nti nyere eboa wo one way other way. Se be peja adwuma no. Dave ni fi ha ekɔ kwanta ekɔ dambai ekɔ krache ekɔ infam wa tamale. Ye man intensity se okɔ a amfa nto nsu okwanso ni. 4 months ni entua. Ye nyina se scan ni wonti ene eka se scan ni nte ye ntua. Se driver ni kwa baby obeda ekwa ya se okɔ beda basim ye ni sleeper rooms yensu ni nyinemu ye force ye adwuma ye se adwuma akofam nti ye nyina ya wi nkete se ye betumi ye bia amadwuma na gyan ye nensu enkoda nsori a ni ye kan ye nkese em da kotoka o ye se okoto muteni ye wakoto e different okwakoto in process muteni ye okoto yanka nkobeto misrem okoto ka no na hwe conditions e wom and net 28 yen sika krenim ta ma betu eka yen nim ta ma betu eka o yen se sika no tie nya mia ye ho na obeda be se obeda be sorry se md kotoka okwa kotoka abedem akan buo no you better to spare parts. I revive some of the bands are package go. Ukotoka Land Cruiser 2017 model 4.5 billion. One mile cars go on to me ye. One man to me spare parts. You can't we ask me enka. Coach from last option you to me in your maintenance. You need filters. You need oil. When you go ho. Sabi ye ni here say any fata. Yes sir. Yes sir. MD Bahano. Yenya yo musa adwuma na so. Ministry musa adwuma na so. O man aboafo. And na aboafo de wo munya guo no use the person ayi. Or the person the consultants aba. Abusun bia etua no 9,000. Company etua. na 7 obi aye adwuma 14 years ni sika kre 2000 cedis conductor aye adwuma from 208 up to now the man is 630 cedis and say bet 10 no ahe no be kofie se conductor and say driver ni bi ye bone na obi ye bone a me no ka say 5 cedis obi aye adwuma from 2011 up to now ye yi na di e so obokro 5 cedis obokro ni bi mada ye yi na di so kofie yes seremo isuache me pamucheo minu kasi ya MD say enya ntone ka ne ma ne ye no yenya ntone ka ne ma ne ye no obeshi ni personal car aye ne be fuwe car no ye ne be maintenance stroke repairs busum bua obaji 5000 aka ho aka ne pay ho
120 million
yeniska na driver never tranka ye chi steering na chi gbugba no akwa bana 10 cedi ka kenti ye si yeniska no ti ho ye ka se kohwe pitimu anipa ma ye mu adwuma ye sacrifice ye ho ise be adwuma safety shukura be she eye asem kondata ntale mbe sha kwa adwuma driver ntale mbe sha kwa adwuma ye niska ntimi nto ya ji atum ye mu ye mia ye ho se be ye sa ne men.
So that's chairman of the local workers union at the MMT here in Accra, still giving explanations as to why they want their conditions of service looked at. He's been explaining a lot. Let's now speak to a man on the ground, Derek Akosam, to briefly tell us or summarize what he's been talking about. Hello, Derek. If you can hear me, we know there's supposed to be a press conference earlier this morning. Why hasn't it happened, and what has the chairman of the local union been saying?
The person supposed to address the press is yet to get in, but that's the local chairman for the union here addressing newsmen and his other colleagues. According to him, he's saying that government should not see this as a demonstration against the government, but it's a demonstration, and they are asking for better working conditions. According to them, there are times they have to travel outside Accra, and what they are given as allowances anytime they travel is a pittance. He also bemoaned the fact that anytime they travel, wherever they get to sleep is nothing to write home about, and they are asking that the MD puts on hold his intentions to buy a luxurious vehicle. This is because, according to them, they have buses here that need to be serviced, but they are yet to be serviced, and so the number of buses that need to ply the routes, number of buses that need to go out, you don't have the exact number going out. They are short of the buses because most of them are not in good working conditions, and there's no money to repair these buses anytime they malfunction. So according to them, they would continue pressing on their demands for better working conditions, and they will continue to press on their demands so the buses fixed as soon as they malfunction.
And how long are they willing to go on this strike, Derek? Has he been talking about that?
According to them, they would stay on this tangent till they are promised of a better working conditions, so they are promised that anytime the buses malfunction, they will be repaired immediately.
And they've also been asking for the dismissal of the current MD, and the board chair spoke to them or had a meeting with them yesterday. Are they saying that they're not satisfied with the assurances or response they got from the board chair?
According to them, they're not satisfied with the responses they got from the meeting yesterday, and that's the reason today as well they are continuing with their sit-down strike.
Thank you very much for the updates. Derek Akosam speaking to us live from the head office of the MMT here in Accra. You can even see on your screens the live pictures of the local union chair still addressing the press, explaining why they want their conditions of service looked at. We'll take you there again in subsequent bulletins and also bring you updates if that press conference happens. Away from that, over 60 teachers and head teachers, 7 in the Zabzugu Tatale district of the Northern Region, have either been released or transferred by the Ghana Education Service without replacement. A number of schools in the region are beginning to feel the effect of the vacancies created as a result. A local reporter, Eric Bate, visited some schools schools and tells us there are no teachers to teach in some classrooms. He joins us on the line with more. Eric, thank you so much for joining us. Now, explain to us how serious this problem is.
Thank you very much. This morning, at around 8, 9, when I visited some of the schools, some of the basic schools in town here, and even the secondary school, is gradually having serious effects on in the schools. Because a school like RC, when I visited this morning, over like 6 classrooms were empty. 6 classrooms were empty. The lowest class had 61 people in the class. And the highest in those classes had 78 people in the class. All of them were sitting idle. So for the past 2 weeks, they had no master in their class. And as a result of the release of the masters in their schools. As I speak to you right now, in the secondary school, the year ones have reported for 14 teachers of their from the school are released. And there's no one, no master has been replaced yet. The year ones are all hanging around there. They don't have masters in their classes.
Can you give us...
So it's gradually having a serious effect on this, the school children, especially in the totally township here.
All right, Eric. Yes, sorry to cut in, but can you tell us how many schools you've visited or how many schools are affected, if you can?
At the moment, I can't give you the total number of schools that are affected, but I can give you at least 8 schools that I've been to, say, in the town here. A school like Napali RC, Napali DA, the headmaster is gone. A school like RC Primary School, 6 masters are gone there. RC Junior High School, 2 masters are gone from there. Pentecost Primary School, 2 masters are gone from there. The senior secondary school, that's Tele EP Adu Senior High School, 14 masters are gone from there.
All right.
DA Primary School, 2 masters are gone from there. DA GSS, 2 masters are gone from there. And all these masters, as I'm talking to you, were all released without the consent of any of the masters. None of them, the headmasters. None of them knew that, their teachers were going to be released. They only woke up on Monday morning to realize that their masters are gone.
All right, Eric, I'll have you hold on a minute and let's speak to one person or an authority who's been affected or his school has been affected. Elijah Tanyitob is the assistant headmaster of one of these affected schools. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you for joining us.
Good afternoon.
How many teachers have been affected by this action where you teach or head?
Yeah, there are 2 teachers.
2 teachers. All right. Our reporter on the ground, the local reporter who's been speaking to us, tells us that you are not aware or you were not aware when this transfers or releases took place. Is that the case?
Yeah, it's true. We are not aware. The headmaster is not aware. Even the secretary supervisor, we went to his office. He too is not aware of their leaving.
So how did these teachers get the information, or how was the letter given to them, the letter of transfer or release?
Okay, that one I can't tell. What we know is they have been released from the school. So that one maybe the secretary of or the GS office can best tell.
And have you spoken to the regional directorate? Is this coming from them?
Not yet. We went to our secretary supervisor's office. We asked him, and he said he found out from the office. So from there, we didn't hear anything from them again.
All right, Mr. Tanyitob, just run us through what the normal procedure is. If a teacher has to be released or transferred, what is the normal procedure?
Yeah, the teacher has to serve for 3 or 5 years before the teacher can be released. Or if the teacher is a married couple, if the teacher wants to join the husband or the wife, he can seek for release. But looking at this one, it's like none of this, they are not up to their years. They didn't serve up, they served only 2 years in the school. We don't know, but one have given birth, we don't know whether that one wrote for to join the husband, but the other one is not yet married. Hello?
Hi, Mr. Tanyitob, we can hear you. Please proceed.
Yeah. So this is what I know about GES law. You have to serve for 3 or 4 or 5 years before you can be released. Or if you want to join your husband or your wife, that one too, you can be released to join your husband or your wife. But looking at our case, nothing like that is happening. They just gave them the release without all this. Without all this.
So Mr. Tanyusop, briefly, are you saying that if one does not request to be transferred or released, GES on its own cannot transfer or release teachers?
Yeah. GES. Pardon me, I didn't get your question.
I was just asking you what the normal procedure is, and you've been saying that the teacher should have served for about 3 to 5 years and then request to be released.
Yeah.
All right. I think we'll have to end it here. We'll be getting more updates on this shortly. But Eric, if you're on the line, have you been speaking to any of the GES directors, and what have they been telling us? All right, I hear we lost him on the line there. We'll bring you more updates on this rather disturbing development coming from the Zabzugu Tatale district in the northern region. The GES directorate in the area is refusing to speak, but we'll try and get you some responses as to why some students have been left without teachers and head teachers for about 2 weeks now. You're watching Joe News today with me, Benes Abubedu. Still to come, the Coalition on the Right to Information is urging Ghanaians to advocate for the passing of the Right to Information Bill into law.
International press.
Thanks for staying on Joe News today. The Coalition on the Right to Information is urging Ghanaians to advocate for the passing of the Right to Information Bill into law, as the passage would provide a boost in the fight against corruption. They believe, though the right to information is inalienable and the law is not needed to enable Ghanaians to demand information from authority, the law is needed to direct how citizens can access information from public officials. Programs officer with the coalition, Esther Ahulu, made this point on News Desk earlier today.
If we want to promote transparency, if we want to promote accountability, if we seek to fight this corruption that we are talking about, then I believe that it is important that we ensure that some of these tools are put in place to help the general public join in this fight. It's not only about journalists talking, it's not only about journalists telling us what we want to know. We also want to know what is going on, because if you look at the Auditor General report that always come out, when it come out, then we make a lot of noise. That is when the harm has already been done. What about when the harm was being done? What about if we have the power to access information, and therefore the citizenry are following up right from the beginning, when the money is taken down there and the people are following up, asking questions and getting the right answers and ensuring that the money is used for the... Do you think we are going to get such reports every year and we keep discussing the same thing? We don't end, there's no ending to those stories. So that is what we are talking about.
So in your view, it is critical for the fight against corruption mainly?
Very, very critical.
Today is International Right to Know Day, and a public forum will be held at 2 p.m. to enable citizens share their experience of difficulties they faced in accessing information. Stay tuned to Joe News for live coverage of the event. That program will be live on radio, TV, online and on the ground to make a date. Now, the Northern Regional Director of Agriculture, William Boachie Champong, says about 28,000 hectares of farms were affected by the fall armyworm that hit the country recently. He said even though 28,000 hectares of farmland was affected, the total damaged farms were less than 1,500 hectares. The Regional Agriculture Director said when he responded to questions asked at a roundtable discussion organized by the Peasant Farmers Association on the 2017 Input Support Program.
The program brought together stakeholders in the agricultural sector to take stock of government's flagship program, Planting for Food and Jobs. Mr. Boachie Champong called on farmers to see farming as a business.
and say the chemicals are not working. In the region, most of the plots, we have around about 28,000 hectares plots invested. But the total damage is less than 1,500 hectares. A lot of the farms have been covered. And again, those farmers who are businessmen were able to also even buy the chemicals themselves, because the whole land is a pest like weed. If you have your farm and they are using your farm, what do you weed? You weed. Let's take agri as business so that we can make profit. We are there to supplement or to help you. But if you are not able to help yourself, I don't think that we can do much. Thank you very much.
The president of the Peasant Farmers Association, Abdul Rahman Mohammed, called on government to put in place measures to ensure the fall armyworm does not reoccur.
While we commend and appreciate government on these scopes, there are fundamental problems that can overturn all this if it is not addressed by government. One, the fall armyworms infestation has caused a lot of damage in 2017. Measures should be put in place to prevent it in the subsequent years. This could be in a form of, this could be, in form an emergency funds and resources to find lasting solutions to these issues.
The chairman of the occasion, Na Al-Hassan Isahaku Amadu, raised concerns of the numerous party pavilions dotted around the northern region. He said these pavilions are breeding grounds for the generation of conflicts.
It's only in northern region that we see a lot of party pavilions. I am coming back there. That is where conflict becomes pregnant, delivered, and the outdoor is on the streets. Violence, uncontrollable violence, and preventable violence. Where there is violence, as a family, we are not safe. You saw what happened in Nanumba North. People even had to go to the bush and make sure that they identified the farm that was an enemy and they destroyed it. Food insufficiency, certainly eating them. A place that you can go and buy yam and jam and jam. Today when you go in there, it's a different story altogether. So I think because of this that we are here.
Away from the agricultural sector, negative attitude of some second cycle school heads could impede government's education improvement agenda. That's the fear of a local non-governmental organization, Asante Professionals Club. Now, it's a reaction to what members say are difficulties they encounter in getting access to schools for career and other guidance programs for students. Nanaya Ojima reports.
Leading member of the club, Kojoban Ajaman, says some school heads resist such initiative despite approval from Ghana Education Service. The former member of parliament for Asante Achim North says such attitude demotivates the group in its effort to impart knowledge to the youth.
Some schools accept us with open arms. Some even assist us in our programming. Some even have try to put an input in whatever we do, and some also turn us back. A school like Antwerp Senior High School, for instance, we have an embarrassing situation where we have communicated with the woman already, and when we drove from Accra with our bus and our members to go and visit the student, she has the order to inform us that even via a text message that she is relaxing, we should allow her to be in a saloon at the detriment of the student. We didn't drive from Accra right down to Antwerp to come and visit you, the headmistress. We wanted to come and help the students.
Asante Professionals Club is made up of professionals of all fields. It has since inception organized career guidance and health education for students in less endowed senior high schools. Meanwhile, members have lauded government for introducing the free SHS policy. Club president Vincent Frimpong Menu believes the program will help address illiteracy in the country.
We have to do advocacy, we have to engage government. As we come here and we observe and get feedback from the students themselves, we get to know some of the constraints they face, some of their challenges, and we can engage policymakers and send the feedback to them. They need more boarding facilities, quality laboratories and all those kind of facilities. And just as the other schools have, we know that resources are limited, but government should continue to press hard. Now there's the introduction of free SHS, which is going to put pressure on the facilities that these schools have. We know that it's a brilliant idea, and we would like to encourage government and commend government for bringing it. All the challenges that have emerged in the first year of its introduction, we believe that government is not oblivious of them.
Nana Yaujima reporting for Joy News.
You're watching Joy News today.